What is up, YouTube? It's Hero Sticks, and I am back, coming to you from the wood pile today. A different look. The only things I'm risking here is that this is the one portion of the property where our neighbors run up and down, and we do not have many, but if a car goes by, that's what's happening there. And my barbarian 4-year-old may also herald her presence when she wakes up from her nap and comes out on the deck. So, hey, I've got an unboxing that I'm so excited about. It is my first custom fixed blade. I'm ecstatic to experience it with you for the first time. We're going to do that. And I'm back sooner than later this time because of the overwhelming amount of encouragement and interactions I had after the last video. I shared some thoughts about Super Steel Steve, and I shared some thoughts about Slicey Dicey, and shared a lot about American Bladeworks Model 1 version 6, and I will tell you, I have not put this down since the last video, and it has smoothed out. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you, this knife is really something else. I don't know if Michael's got any available right now. There were a couple in brown micarta, but the action on this, the ergonomics on this, and the cutting experience with this is absolutely top drawer. And I forgot last time to show you the gifts that he sent me, so I'm going to show them to you now, because they're sick. So again, I mentioned the V5 had a little bit of a lock stick problem, and Michael was kind enough to, again, pay both ways and with the shipping, and replaced it with the V6, which, again, I haven't put down. And then he sent me 2 other items that he has built and that are really cool. So this is the American Bladeworks pocket razor. And check this out. Comes with this sweet little, you guys will know the name of this, real thick wire, and it actually works as kind of a lanyard for your finger, and you just bloop. Can you see that? Is that clear? I hope that's clear. I was having trouble with the focus. Awesome. And I'm not a pry bar person, but I might be now, because look at that little gem. So really thick, dense steel bottle opener, lanyard hole, pry bar, screwdriver. Sick. Michael, thank you again. I am a long-term committed American Bladeworks customer, not only because of the gifts, but just because of the quality of the knife. It's been absolutely outstanding. Okay. Again, I'm back because of all of the really fantastic feedback and interactions that I had around the knife community, and Slicey Dicey and the poor decisions that he made, and Super Steel Steve's response, and some of the other, mingled reactions and responses to that. And I just really appreciated hearing from a number of folks that they appreciated my perspective, and I was really grateful for that. And I'm not trying to win anybody over. I am just deeply convicted that that everyone, I think, in the world, to one degree or another, in the last 2 years, has experienced a tremendous amount of harm and loss. We've lost a sense of normalcy. We've lost a sense of stability. We've lost a sense of safety, both economically and in some ways physiologically, because of all of the pandemic stuff. We've lost the ease with which we would typically interact with family and friends and work, and people have lost their jobs, and unemployment's been crazy, and politically things are nuts, and this tragedy that's taking place in Afghanistan, and those are just the things that are up in our face. There are seemingly hopeless tragedies occurring every day, all day, everywhere, and it seems these days that no one is immune to experiencing harm and experiencing fear, and that really sucks. my personal connection to the world and to family and to work and to money and to life and to recreation is all spiritually based. I'm a Jesus guy, and I know that there comes a time where all of the tears will be wiped away and things will be made right. And man, everything just feels really wrong right now, and that sucks. And I think the knife community is not immune to that. What I know is that as someone who's experienced a lot of harm and a lot of hardship and a lot of conflict, and has made a lot of really, really poor and harmful choices in my life, there comes a time when you need to circle the wagons and you need to count what's important and you need to pour into those things. And I know in the seasons of my life when everything felt really out of control, when the things that mattered most to me felt out of control, I had a tendency to aggressively, manipulatively, and fervently try to control the things I could control. So if the relationships in my life are totally out of control, oh my God, I'm going to sweep the floor because holy shit, I can make that look better. I can fix that, for example. And I think that there's a lot of that going on. And so I want folks to be encouraged to be curious and compassionate, ask questions, listen instead of waiting for your turn to talk. Don't be afraid or cringe if you receive hard feedback or someone presses into the things that you believe are non-negotiable. There's always something to be learned there. And kindness is king. And I think that anytime we relinquish our obsession with being right and focus on being present, really good things can happen. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts at the wood pile. Super Steel Steve, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you. I know he's rolling off YouTube and going to Rumble, which I know nothing about, but I'm going to check it out. I'm not afraid of him anymore. I respect him, and our communication style is very different, but I believe that we share some similar values, which I really appreciate. I hope Brian's doing okay. I hope that he's not horribly depressed and doesn't feel like he's become the Uriah of the knife world. And I mean, that dude's got to just feel like shit. And I know that he misses it. And that sucks for him. Maybe it's deserved. I don't know. But I appreciate the opportunity to share, and I'm grateful that the things that I've said have been interesting to folks. I can see on the clock 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So let's get to the unboxing. And there's been obviously a tremendous amount of talk about Slicey Dicey and how basically he's going to go down in history as like the most sinister knife community YouTuber ever, although I hope no one ever frickin' tops it. So I'm going to talk about one of my favorites. My favorite YouTube knife guy is the Knife Junkie, Brian DeMarco. He is seasoned, intelligent, articulate, charismatic, balanced, respectful, and a very, very remarkable knife collector. And while our design language is not necessarily always the same, I've seen things on his channel that I think are incredible. And I believe that he's the most inclusive steward of the community, especially on Thursday Night Knives, which is one of my favorite things, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, what he's turned me on to recently are custom fixed blades. Now, there's a ton of good production fixed blades out there, This is not one. I'm just putting the knife back up there because my wife says that I should do that. And seriously, the action on this guy. Tremendous production fixed blades. SC, Bradford, Winkler, I think is they might be customs anyway, but it's these small batch knives by custom makers that are coming out in fixed blade form. So I'm going to open this up. This is a Frank Hunter custom order from Hunter Handmade Knives. Frank is a great guy. He worked with me quickly. I was not able to go to Blade Show, and it might have been overwhelming for me anyway, but I did get a list of all of the makers that were there so I could kind of, you know, check some out. And this was one that immediately popped out to me. I should have shown you guys how well that ABW just blasted this box, because it really did. And Frank Hunter and Hunter Handmade Knives really stood out to me, and there was one in particular. It was an EDC fixed blade, is what he called it. And the one that I saw on his site is not the one that I'm opening here with from this box, but it was this beautiful stainless steel Tasmanian blackwood in this gorgeous sheath. And I thought, oh gosh, it had a wow factor for me. And so I hit him up. He responded immediately. He said he didn't have any in stock, but that he would be game to do a custom job for me. And he's no frills, no gimmicks. You know what I'm talking about? Like this guy's a small custom knife maker, and there's a letter here with my name written on it. Thank you, Frank. I'm gonna look at this off. And there's a beautiful business card. And the certification of the knife. I'm so pleased. The model name, and I'll just show you. This is great. I encourage you guys. I checked his website before. He's got a few knives available. Are you going to be able to see that? Oh, I don't know. Is that backwards? God. I'll post it in the comments. But I've got the dressed up EDC in CPM 154 in koa handle material with a file worked spine. And there's a beautiful letter here, hand signed, about his process and his lifetime warranty. Dude, Frank, I'm already stoked, and I haven't even looked at the knife yet. So the one that's posted online, I think it lists 200, 250 to 300s his range. And let's take a look. Let's take a look. The sheath maker, I'll have to look up. I'll post that in the comments too. So here it is. It's bubble wrapped. And the thing about this, it's quite small. Oh, okay. So here, I'm going to show you another knife I haven't showed you yet. This is my, dude, have you guys, the Kizer Shard? I'll do a proper review. This is probably my favorite fifth pocket carry knife right now. That is not getting the focus I want. I think I might flip the camera around actually for the Frank Hunter part. All right, here we go. Anyway, weird Kizer Shard rant. Cutting off the bubble wrap. Wow. Okay, so I can tell you now. I'm going to flip the camera around. I hope this isn't the worst thing I have ever done. Oh, I guess that actually won't matter because the zoom thing. So I hope you can see this. So the leather maker is Rose Leather from Hope, Arkansas. I'm talking about Hope, and now I've got a killer leather sheath. Fuck me. Sheath from Hope's, from Rose Leather in Hope, Arkansas. I've got a good friend that comes from Arkansas. He's going to get a kick out of the fact that this came from here, but that's gorgeous. So it looks like the sheath's got just the standard belt carry, but look at that size. And there's the front there. absolutely gorgeous, thick, sturdy stitching. And then, so Frank had a tough time tracking down the Tasmanian Blackwood that I'd seen on the site originally. And so he pitched me on koa wood, which I think is from Hawaii. So let's just take a look at what we got here. Oh man. One of the reasons that I mentioned the Knife Junkie is that tonight's topic is your favorite fixed blade. You guys, that has exceeded all of my expectations. Look at that. Look at that. The koa wood is gorgeous. Very subtle Hunter logo there. The blade shape is stunning. Look at that swedge. I'm not even going to put my finger on it. Hand satin finish. Look at this beautiful finger slot. I don't even know if that's a slot. It's like a choil. I'm a little overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Oh wow. I'm thrilled. So with the hammer grip and the saber grip in my medium hands, so what I think that I will use this dressed up EDC fixed blade for is maybe a date night. I mean, I'd cut a lime in the Pacific Northwest's finest martini bar with that knife. Frank Hunter, you are a master. Here's the kicker. Look at that spine work. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Nor am I embarrassed to say that's like Lothlorien, elvish spine work. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And oh, and that's so comfortable. That's so comfortable. The sheath's got this great giddy up here for really, I mean, that just rolls right out. Bloop. $250. You guys check out Frank Hunter and Hunter Handmade Knives. I'm blown away by this piece, and there is no doubt this is my favorite EDC fixed blade, and I'm gonna claim it tonight on the Knife Junkies Thursday Night Knives. Hey guys, I think I talked too much a little bit on this one. I'm gonna put the timestamps in the description. I'm gonna turn off the camera and I'm just gonna spend a little time with this incredible knife. Frank Hunter, thank you, brother, for stewarding your gifts in such a way that you can put knives like this in the hands of guys like me. It brings me joy. And while there are very scary things going on in the world that I will be praying into, it's nice to take heart and take comfort and experiencing some joy with buying something beautiful that you care about from a dude that makes things that he really cares about. So for Hero Sticks, for Hunter Handmade Knives and Frank Hunter, with props to the Knife Junkie, props to Super Steel Steve, and just big thanks to all of you who've taken an interest in me and what I'm talking about. Cheers. I'm gonna go geek out with my new knife because I feel like I'm 9 years old and it's Christmas and my neighbor's creeping up. Peace.